So what's up guys, my name's Ash and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video guys, we've got some custom tactics and player instructions for the 4-2-4 formation, but just before we get into today's video guys, I would very much appreciate it if you could drop this video a thumbs up, as it does really help me out. And with all that aside guys, let's get right into the video. It's time for footy, so if you guys want any FIFA 23 coins, make sure you check out MMOXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're fast, cheap and reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. Okay guys, so starting off with the custom tactics, for the defensive style I like to have this on balance. Now the reason we have this on balanced is because it does give us the best control over our defense. So when we need to press our opponents, we are able to do that, and then when we want to drop back, be a little bit more passive, we can also do that. So balanced is super useful guys. Now moving on to the defensive width, I have this on 35. This is so we can primarily keep a nice narrow defensive shape, which will stop our opponents being able to just play right through the middle of us. Super important not to have a super wide defense, as you just leave too many gaps. For the depth, we have this on 60. This is so we can win the ball back a little bit higher up the pitch when we do lose possession. It's very useful to keeping up the pressure on your opponent, but we don't like to up the depth too much to the point where one through ball will always destroy us. For the build-up play guys, I have this on balance. This is because it's the most consistent varied form of build-up. When you have this on balance, you can pick and choose when and where you use each style of build-up. So sometimes you can play a little bit slower, other times you can speed it up. It does give you that control that the other settings will not give you. Now moving on to chance creation guys, we have this on direct passing. This is because it's the most meta option in the game. Basically your attackers will bunch up against the defenders, meaning you can do the very overpowered 1v1 isolation plays and get a lot of chances that way. Now moving on to the width guys, I have this on 49. This is because the 4-2-4 is obviously one of those wider formations, so we do want to keep a bit of width to the team, but I don't like upping the width too much because it just feels like your players are way too spread out and it's actually harder to attack. For players in box guys, I have this on 4. This is so we can get a few players into the box to finish off those chances, but we don't overcommit everybody to the point where we're always getting counter-attacked. And as for corners and free kicks, I have these both on 1 because of a set piece routine that I use, which requires these to be on 1. There is a link to that in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now moving on to the player instructions guys, on the strikers I have them both on stay central and mixed attack. We have them on stay central because we don't want these players drifting out into the wider areas. They are our strikers, so it is important that they do maintain those central positions. We also have them on mixed attack, as I feel like you get a lot more out of the players this way. They make more versatile movements, sometimes they'll come short. It's just a bit easier to attack in my opinion, it's a bit more fluid, which is why I do prefer stay central mixed attack. Now for the right winger and the left winger guys, we have them on comeback on defense and getting behind. We have them on comeback on defense, so it will make the team defend in a 4-4-2 shape. This is very important because we do want to be as defensively solid as possible, so making it a 4-4-2 shape when we don't have the ball means we're going to be very good in the defense. We also have these players on getting behind, so they do utilize their pace to run in behind and make as many runs as possible. For the left centre mid guys, my more defensive minded midfielder, we have him on stay back while attacking and cover centre. We have him on stay back while attacking because like I said, he is more defensive, so we don't want him going forward. The only important thing is that we do have him on cover centre, so he does defend those central areas. As for the right centre mid guys, I do use a more box to box style midfielder, so we have him on the default settings and cover centre. We have him on the default settings because like I said, he is a more box to box style player, so we don't want to restrict him. The only important thing is that we have him on cover centre for the same reason as the left centre mid, where we want him to cover those central areas. Now for both the fullbacks guys, I have them on stay back while attacking. We have them on stay back while attacking, so we've always got our back four intact and we're not going to get destroyed down the wings. So yeah, there's not too much for the fullbacks there. And as for the centre backs and the goalkeeper, these are on the default settings and I do not touch them. But yeah guys, they're my custom tactics and player instructions for the 4-2-4. If you have enjoyed or found it useful, please be sure to drop this a like, sub to the channel if you are new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And with all that aside guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.